Hey guys, what's up guys? Gonna show you guys how to change oil today. We'll kind of do step by step so you guys kind of know how to change your own oil in your car. This is a '03 Ford Expedition and it's a V8, so we're gonna be changing the oil on it. First of all, you're gonna need a jack and some jack stands for safety. Always put the jack stands. So we're gonna go ahead and lift it up and then we'll start again from where we're at.
Put it right here?
Put it right here on the, yeah, I think lift it up.
Right there?
All the way up. You gotta put it on the side.
Side?
Right here.
Right here?
Here.
Oh, right there. There you go.
Let me go one more up so you can. Alright, so we got the car lifted up. If you look underneath, we got the jack stands for safety. Always have jack stands on. And if you come up here, this is pretty much what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a socket set, ratchet. There's a little tool. There's different kinds for the filter because you have to take the oil filter out. I'll show you guys when we get there. This one kind of locks it and you turn it. Some oil filters are smaller or bigger. There's different sizes. Need an oil pan and a rag. Sometimes you get a little bit dirty. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go down underneath and get this oil out. Okay, so this is the oil pan. Underneath the car, this is the motors right there. So whenever the motor is, okay, so this is the oil pan. It's always right in front of, right underneath the motor. The motor's right up here. There's the oil pan. Here's the bolt to drain it. Sometimes it could be on the side or this side or the front. You just look for it. If you move back a little bit, this is transmission. This is the transmission pan, so don't confuse them. Always the one more in the back is transmission, so you're always going to do the one in the front, which is the oil pan. So you're going to put your pan right here and you're going to start loosening it up.
Is that the right side?
Ours is a
16.
it's a 16 millimeter, so you're going to turn it always to the left for loose. Going to help the little guy a little bit.
Oh, dang, that's
Okay.
tight.
So she said. Go ahead.
We're gonna have to blur that out.
And once it starts getting looser, you're gonna start seeing little drips. So just keep going, don't worry. That's what the rag's for. And I will show you how to let it drop in.
Start putting it closer.
Yep, keep going. It's gonna get to a point where it gets really loose like that. So take off the ratchet and you do it with your hands. You just turn it, you put the pan real close. And then once it's almost out, you just let it out and you let it drop in. And you just lower it and you let it drain. Just keep it real close. And there you go. You know, little rags to clean your hand if you have any and clean the boat. Oil was a little bit dirty. Alright, so pretty much it all drained out. It's just a couple drips, so you can go ahead, clean your bolt, put it back in, and once you start doing turns, it'll stop leaking. Give it a little clean, always clean wherever you're at, and then you can go ahead and start putting it back up. Be careful with the oil, you don't spill it. Have a socket.
Okay.
And you put it back on. Now you're gonna turn it to the right to make it tight. So there you go, and you start putting it in.
Yeah.
See, you guys can do this for your mom or your dad's car and get some extra cash on the side. Okay, once it's a little tight, you just want to give it a little turn, just a little bit, not, you don't have to go crazy tight, just enough where it's not going to go loose, and you're done. Now we're going to show you where the oil filter is, and we're going to pull the oil filter off. Okay, the oil filter, ours is right in front of the motor, which is right there, the white one. So sometimes it's easier to get to it. This one's a little bit harder. But if you see it's round, and I have the round tool right here, it's gonna go in there, and I'm gonna tighten it up, and I'm gonna turn it to the left. So once I get there, and I will start, it's gonna leak oil, so don't you have to have the oil pan ready for it to leak out. So you see how I put the tool in there, and then I turn it a little bit and it should start getting loose. There you go, got it loose. This shouldn't be in too tight. Okay, so I take the tool off, that loosens it, and then with my hand I'm gonna pull it off. Yeah, I'll show you. Move back here. Move back. It's gonna leak a little bit, so just be ready to have it leaking. You see, it has its own little way, so always have, if you do it by yourself, be ready. See, it's leaking, and it just comes straight out. There you go. So you got the oil filter out, and then we're gonna put the new one on and put this one back tight. All right, so we got the used oil filter, we got the new one. This is the black little seal, keeps the oil from coming out. So what you do with your finger, you're gonna get the old oil, and you're just gonna lubricate the little ring. You just kind of put it around, so this doesn't, with the heat, it doesn't dry up and crack and it starts leaking. So see, just like if you're putting some Vaseline on your lips for chaps, that's it. Just give it a little turn, that's it. This one, you're gonna take it to the right place to dispose of it. Now I'm gonna put this back underneath. I'm gonna tighten it, but you only tighten it with your hand. You're not gonna use the tool no more. Just tighten it pretty tight, and that's it. And by itself, it gets tighter. You don't do it with a tool, because then it's hard to get out. So you turn it till you can't no more, and just give it a little bit more, and that's it. And you're done, and then we'll add oil to the car. All right, so we have the cart back down. We took the stands off, lifted it back up, removed the stands, lower the car. You guys pretty much should know how to do that. We got the oil right here. It says same 520. The dealer's telling you what kind of oil they want, but you can go a little thicker if you have more miles. But this is where the oil goes. And right here is transmission fluid, so don't get confused. Oil, the little sign of oil. So you're gonna just turn it. This is the valve cover where the engine case goes, and you could just put a little funnel right here, and you just drop all the oil in. And once all the oil is in, you turn on the car, and you can let it run for a little bit, so all the oil circulates through the filter and everything. And then you check it, make sure you have enough. Every car uses more than some cars. This one uses 6 quarts. This one's 5 quarts, so I gotta add 1 more quart after. Smaller cars use 5, some use 7. So just find out what kind of car you have and how many quarts you're gonna need. And you put the oil in, and you're ready to go. And that's pretty much it. And whatever oil you have, the used oil, you take it back to the auto parts place where you got it from, and you can drop it off right there, and they'll take it, so you don't have to just have it in your garage. So we're all done now. Oil in, you put the top back on, and you turn the car on, let it ride for a little bit, and you check your oil. So any questions, you can leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, hope this helped out for you guys. Have a good one.